Hi yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome to my yoga time. Today's yoga snack has been requested. This one is tailored to help you to lose weight and tone. As with all toning and weight loss missions, repetition, consistency is the key. So I do have a block for this practice. You could improvise with a thick book or a rolled up towel. We're going to start on our back. Coming into a reclined butterfly pose. Let's bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out wide. If you need support for your hips and knees, you can always place blocks or rolled up towels underneath the legs. Tucking the shoulders under, and we're going to take a pan mudra. So connecting the middle finger and ring finger to the thumb, allowing the pointer and pinky fingers to extend. So a pan mudra is a good one for detoxing the body, the mind, and the heart. Let's close the eyes down, relax the forehead. Positioning the tip of the tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. And feeling the breath roll over the back of the throat. So we're here for 3 breaths, and I'm going to count those breaths. We'll inhale for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6. So let's all exhale together. And inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, holding 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, holding 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, holding 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's inhale those knees together. Draw the right leg in and extend the left leg. As you inhale, raise the forehead towards the knee and float the left foot off the floor. So here, create resistance between the leg and the hands. Draw the shoulders down, lower belly engaged. As you inhale, lower down, take those arms above the head, and exhaling, left leg. Keep moving with your breath. Tip of the tongue is still placed where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Keep the jaw relaxed. We'll do one more on each side. Well done. From here, let's bend those knees. Take a moment with the feet as wide as the mat, knees falling into touch, hands to the lower belly. One breath here. Heel toe those feet a little closer together. Interlace the hands at the base of the neck. Let's raise the feet off the floor and create a right angle through the backs of your legs. And make sure there's no space between your back and the mat. So push the back down. Firm the lower belly. Option 1, staying here. Option 2, lift the upper body off the mat. And as you exhale, right arm to the outside of the left leg. Inhale back to center. So we're not touching elbows to knees. We're trying to keep those knees stacked directly above the hips. When those knees come a little bit closer to the head, you're starting to switch off your core. Move slowly. And let's lift everything up towards the ceiling. Push through the balls of the feet. Stretch up the toes. Try to get as much of the back up and off the mat as you can. And exhale, lower down. Let's go into a brief bridge pose. So bending those knees, pushing the feet down and away. You can take a palm mudra once again and gently lift those hips up towards the ceiling. Try to lift the pubic bone towards the belly button and tractioning through the feet. Well done. Exhale, lower down. Take those knees in the hands and just counter stretching the spine. Inhaling, arms are straight. Exhale to bend the elbows. From here, we'll place those hands underneath the bottom, palms facing down, straightening the legs, pushing through the balls of the feet. Lift the head up off the mat and slowly lower those legs down. Drishti is your toes. Once you're about an inch or so above the mat, hover there and then hinge your way up. And we'll come over onto all fours into your tabletop position. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Feel free to curl those toes under. We'll inhale into the back bend. Exhale to round the spine. Next inhalation, take the right leg behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. So option 1, stay with this motion. Option 2, lift up into a three-legged dog. And then as you exhale, coming into plank, knee to nose, around the upper back. Inhale to take it back. Exhaling forward. One more. And as you exhale this time, let's all step that right foot forward in between the hands and coming up into a high lunge, press into both feet. So keep stretching the mat with your feet, keep pressing them away. As you exhale, we'll fold forward, sweep the arms past the body. Inhale to come up. Well done. Coming up for the last time, and this time we'll exhale forward into warrior 3. So take a few baby steps in if you need to with that back leg. Try to round the outer hip down and tuck the tailbone. Let's bring those hands to prayer at the heart center and come all the way up. Bring this left leg with you nice and high. And as we exhale, sitting down in chair pose, have those feet hip width apart, Utkatasana. Let's squeeze those heels in, push the palms together. Relax the jaw. Well done. Forward fold. Inhale halfway up, hands can be on the mat or on the knees. Find a little arch in the back here. Exhale to bow down. Step it back into your downward facing dog and then lower those knees to the mat. So same as before, on the other side now. When you're ready, inhale into your back bend. Exhale to round. Left leg up. Option is stay as you are or lift up into your three-legged dog. Last time, extending back and then stepping through into your lunge, pressing into both feet as you come all the way up. Exhale, lower, extend those arms behind you. And moving into your warrior three. Bring those palms together, coming all the way up, bring this right leg with you. And sitting down, chair pose, Utkatasana. Squeezing those heels in, pressing the palms together. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhaling to bow. Let's reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands to the heart center. Raise the left leg and step the left leg back, preparing for Trikonasana, triangle pose. So let's have the right heel intercepting the arch on the left foot and bring this back foot on a very slight angle. So foot's not quite parallel to the short side of the mat, just turn the toes in a little, arms out to the side. Press those feet away from one another, little micro bend in that right knee and coming down. So right hand can rest on the leg or bring the back of the palm to the inside. Looking up only if there's no discomfort in the neck, otherwise drishti is your big toe. So continue to press those feet away from one another. Try to tuck the tailbone under. And if you turn this right shoulder in a little, you'll spiral heart and navel up towards the ceiling. Let's look down now if you're not already. Take that left arm overhead, palm facing down, and try and round out the back just a little. Inhale to come all the way up, and we'll change sides, pivoting the feet. So just checking that those back toes are turned in ever so slightly. Press those feet away from one another, little bend in the left knee, leaning down, placing the left hand on the leg or back of the palm to the inner leg. Continue to stretch the mat and gently tuck the tailbone under. Try to breathe evenly into all four limbs. From here, take the arm overhead, looking down if you're not already. Breathing into the side waist. And let's inhale, come all the way up. Bring those palms together, let's step to the top of the mat. So placing those big toes together, heels are slightly apart, coming in a chair pose with a twist. Let's inhale. As you exhale, sitting down and taking the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Gently press those palms together and take a quick peek down. Make sure your right knee is in line with the left knee. Be sure to breathe. Let's look down now for balance. Place the weight into the left leg as you step the right leg back into your high lunge with a twist. Gently press those feet away from one another. Inhale and exhale, return those hands to the mat. Stepping left leg back, coming into your plank position. Of course, if you need to, lower those knees to the floor, otherwise holding your plank. Alignment cues are the same. Rounding out the upper back, tucking the tailbone, bring the body forward, and elbows brush the ribs as we come all the way down to the mat. Let's take those hands next to the body, tailbone tucked, lower belly firm, and as you inhale, lift the chest and the legs. Lifting through the inner thighs. And drishti is down just in front of the mat. The next exhalation, lower down, turn the head to one side, take a brief rest. And then hands under shoulders once again. Let's lift up via the knees, return to plank, round out the back, and take those hips back, downward facing dog. Looking forward, stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, bend the knees a little. If you can, bring your belly to touch your thighs. And then reverse swan dive, coming all the way up. Hands to meet in prayer, big toes to touch, heels apart, take your seat. Twisting left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Looking down for stability, step your left leg back, high lunge with a twist. Strong in the legs. Keep breathing. And let's lower those hands down to the floor. Step it back into your plank once again. This time we'll round out the back and move straight back into your downward facing dog. Inhale and raise the left leg. Step it through halfway between the right foot and hands. Turn the toes out to the left and raise the left arm up and overhead. So for many, here will be enough. By all means, staying here. If you have any concerns, particularly with that right wrist, otherwise we'll take a flow. Lower those hips down and then inhale to come back up. And take the left hand all the way down to the mat now. Take the left leg back, returning into plank. Lower those knees to the mat, wide-legged child's pose. So knees as wide as the mat. Take those hips back and lift the palms off the mat. So just your fingertips gripping into the mat, and you can even do little pulses here. A little bit of wrist therapy. Bring those elbows a touch closer together now, hands into prayer above the head. And let's lower those hands down, coming back into tabletop. Curl those toes under, find your back bend. Exhaling to round and take those hips up and back. Right leg up. Stepping forward halfway between left foot and hands, turn the toes out to the right. Take the right arm up and overhead. Lift the hips up as high as you can. And staying here or lower the hips down. Moving with your breath. Bring that right arm all the way down to the mat now. Step the right foot back, find your downward facing dog. Send those chests towards the thighs and press the feet away from the hands. Heels of the palms squeezing in a little. And let's lower those knees to the mat. Coming down onto your forearms now. Make sure that your forearms are parallel, elbows underneath the shoulders. And we're going to lift those hips up into our dolphin pose. So head is not touching the floor here. And let's step those feet back now, lowering down into a forearm plank. Be sure to tuck the tailbone under. Lower belly is firm, upper back is rounding. So for many, this will be enough. Otherwise, feel free to work into those obliques once again. Left hip down to the mat, come back to center. Right hip down, and back to center. And come all the way down, taking a brief Sphinx pose. And then take those arms out a little further in front. Lift the heart, try and pull the hands back. Feel the whole back engage. And coming down once again. Returning to our locust pose, Shalabhasana. Option to have the hands next to the body or interlace the fingers this time. Tailbone tucking under once again, lower belly firm, floating up with the in-breath. And lower down. Turn the head to one side, take a brief rest. Relax the back. And from here, rolling over onto your back. Once you're there, feel free to take the knees in the hands, either rocking side to side or bending the elbows as you exhale, inhaling to straighten. And feet to the floor. Coming into a supported bridge pose now, we'll start to slow things down. So using your block or your thick book or your rolled up towel, option to go to the lowest height or the second. Let's turn those palms to face the ceiling and tuck the shoulders under. Once again, finding a Pan Mudra, connecting middle and ring finger to the tip of the thumb. Close the eyes down. And witness the breath moving the body. One more breath. And then turning those palms down, lifting the hips and the heels together, remove your prop. Lower down one vertebrae at a time. Either taking a brief moment with the feet wide, knees touching, or hands to the knees once again. We'll lower those feet down to the floor, finishing with a twist. Move the hips a touch to the left. Cross the left leg over the right and bring the knees down to the right. Arms out to the side. Unless that left shoulder is in any sort of discomfort, place the hand next to the back. If it feels okay for your neck, move the back of your head a touch to the right as you turn your head to the left. Once again, let's find longer exhalations here. I'll count your breath once again. Let's all breathe out together. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's bring those knees back to center. Uncrossing the legs, changing sides. Hips move a touch to the right. Right leg over the left. Moving the back of the head a touch to the left as you turn the head to the right. Now let you count your breath on this side. Looking for that longer exhalation. Taking a longer exhalation really helps to soothe the nervous system and also gives the body more opportunity to expel the entire breath, the toxins. Let's inhale, come back to center, uncrossing the legs and moving into Shavasana. Arms down next to the body, shoulders tucking under. You might like to take a palm mudra once again. As you close the eyes down, relaxing the forehead. Softening the face. So leaving you here today, yogis, please take as long as you need to in Shavasana. I hope you enjoyed the practice. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Have a lovely day. Namaste.